please don't forget to smash that like button, comment down below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and share this video. You can also check the description of this video and you'll find my compiled link featuring my Patreon, my trade binder, TCG player affiliate link, Discord, Twitter, Twitch, and TikTok. So check all that out, and I will see you in the video. How's it going, everybody? CJ here, back with another video. We're doing a first thoughts today. This first thoughts is on Delina Wild Mage. So this card seems really cool. Technically, you could go infinite with this card if you just keep rolling over 15, which is wild. This card seems fun, very, very fun. I think the math comes out to just about 1.5 tokens per attack. You're likely to get around 1.5 tokens. So every 3 attacks you're going to get, or every, I don't know, 4 attacks you're getting 3 tokens. Is that what it comes out to be? Yeah, every 4 attacks you're getting 3 tokens. Interesting, interesting. It's a cool card though. And there's a lot of really good stuff you can do with this. So first off, the categories I'm going to be talking about is, I don't actually have a meme build for this because I couldn't think of anything really good. I think the best meme build would just be like dice rolling, but I'm Monored dice rolling, and there's not a lot of cards that are in dice rolling it because this is a brand new mechanic for this set, and so we're just not doing a meme build for this. But we got ways to make it so you can attack safely, cards that are good to copy, extra combat steps, one-off cards, some mono red stuff, and some commanders that would be good in the 99. So we're starting off with ways to get into attack safely. You've got cards like Dolmen Gate just to prevent damage, so you don't have to worry about blockers. Similarly, you've got Dark Steel Plate, Whisper Silk Cloak, Trailblazer's Boots, Access Tunnel, Rogue's Passage, and Hot Soup. All make it so you can't be blocked, which is perfect. You have Maze of It, so you can just take Delina out of combat after you get the trigger off, and Commander's Plate, because it can pretty much make it unblockable if you're going against no red decks, or if a player doesn't have a red, is not playing red. That seems great. Next up, we've got creatures that seem really good to copy card, because it is when she attacks. So any like Atali does not work because it has an attack trigger. So I mean, you could copy it, but it would just end up being a 6/6 vanilla creature pretty much, and it's kind of bad. But there's a lot of cards that have enters the battlefield effects or just other triggers that would work really well with Delina. And so some of those cards include Dockside Extortionist, you have Neheb, Hellkite Tyrant, Combustible Gearhulk, Balefire Dragon, Meteor Golem, Direfleet Daredevil, Blightsteel Colossus, Duplicant, Solemn Simulacrum, Terror of Mountain Velis, Burnished Heart, which you can just sacrifice with the extra 3 mana, Mere Battlesphere, Inferno Titan, you don't get the attack trigger, but you do get the enters the battlefield trigger, Sandstone Oracle, and Hope of Girapur. Hope of Girapur you can sacrifice, so that way you can attack like the control player with it, and boom, they can't cast counterspells. Seems good. Some other cards that you can copy are Rune Grinder, Wormcoil Engine, Phyrexian Triniform, and Triplicate Titan. But for these ones, you need to have a sack outlet, so that way you can actually benefit off them. By just, instead of them exiling themselves, you sacrifice a token, so that way you get the death trigger. And there's a lot of ways to do that, including cards like Goblin Bombardment, Phyrexian Altar, Ashnod's Altar, and Altar of Dementia. All those seem like good includes. It also gives you just extra value off of the tokens that are just going to go away anyways, so seems worthwhile. Next up, we're going to talk about extra combat steps, because the more times you can do the turn, the better. You've got Combat Celebrant, Port Raiser, and Morog. All of those you can copy. Morog, unfortunately, doesn't really do much when you copy it. Same thing with Combat Celebrant. But Port Raiser seems pretty good there. Then you got cards like World at War, Seize the Day, Relentless Assault, Savage Beating, and Aggravated Assault. And also Fury of the Horde. All of those seem like great includes. Just extra combats, extra damage, extra triggers. Seems good. Some of the one-off cards I have to talk about are Harmonic Prodigy, so you can get double triggers. That seems great. Mirror March. It's a cool card. Just kind of lets you do it when a creature enters the battlefield, so that's fun. Terror of the Peaks seems really good. Did I write Terror of the Peaks? No, I did not. Okay. Terror of the Peaks seems really good, along with Warstorm Surge, so you can just get extra damage off when creatures enter the battlefield. and Helm of the Host. So that way you can get more Delinas, and so you can get more triggers. Seems great. And now onto the mono red cards. This card is a mono red deck. You might as well throw these in there because it's going to give you a lot of value. You got Cage Sun, Gauntlet of Power, Extraplanar Lens, Nykthos, Balakut, and Ruby Medallion. All of them seem like fantastic includes. And lastly, in the 99, I think this will be a good commander inside of a Brutaclad deck because you can make a token into... You can create a token of, like, Brutaclad. It's not legendary. Turn all your tokens into... Like, turn another token into that Brutaclad token later on, so that way you can make a Brutaclad non-legendary token, to turn all your tokens into them. Like, that seems great. There's a lot of shenanigans you can do with that, which is very powerful. You've got Rionia, which is a pretty recent commander that's also going to be very similar to this, actually, and will work... Like, they have a lot of similar characteristics, and I think that they'll both be very fun decks, and they can kind of work with each other pretty well. You have Gired. You can copy Gired, get an extra token there, like, out of his ETB, populate, whatever. Seems good. And Winota, because Delina is pretty good at giving you extra stuff for Winota to trigger off of. And also, when Delina attacks, it's a Winota trigger. So that seems pretty good, pretty synergistic. And that is everything I have for Delina Wild Mage. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Peace out, everybody.